What's up, y'all? It's T-Tar. It is 2024, January 1st. There are now, first off, Happy New Year. There are now 8 weeks until Pokemon Day. It's like literally tomorrow. Do you know how short 8 weeks are, my dudes? So we go speculate what we're suspecting will happen in 8 weeks, and the countdown begins now, my dudes. Let's go to y'all's theories. Oh, whoa. Yo. This is a coincidence, but you never know what's going on here. Black and white connection with Scarlet and Violet? Hey T-Tar, I watched all your videos about the theories for these games, and I saw a detail that might be interesting. So I was replaying Pokemon Black when I saw this on the Nakreen gym. When you head towards the last book, so this is the gym with all the books, the library. When you head towards the last book you have to read to access the battle with Lenora, you get a foreground look to these books that look exactly like the Scarlet and Violet books from Scarlet and Violet. So he's posted a picture of the book. That's kind of wild. That's actually wild. So it's up on the shelves just as a detail that you can't reach. Now, okay, maybe if they redo Unova, they could turn those into the Scarlet and Violet books. But it's interesting to note that they just gave attention to those two colors. If there's something to this image, it means Pokemon's always kind of considered the two colors a duo, purple and scarlet. So maybe they really planned the titles Scarlet and Violet earlier on. You know, maybe Scarlet and Violet was supposed to be what Gen 6 was. Not with the same story, but then, you know, eventually the titles got pushed later and later. That's kind of too much a coincidence. But yeah, if Unova is revisited, they would just turn those into the Scarlet and Violet books. I mean, it's a library. That's kind of sick. Yo, y'all finding some cool things. Why Drayton is the key to the next games. Hey T-Tar, big fan of the channel. Okay, this is important here. This is something Cool posted and we still don't know the meaning of. He posted the 6 main characters of the second DLC and he typed, one of these holds the key to whatever's in the next games. Well, here's the exact wording. One of them grasps the key of the lore, not Lacey, because we were thinking that at the time. And it's a big spoiler for the next game after Sadachi. This tweet always blows my mind still, because there's very few tweets he's made that's actually talking about stuff past the Indigo disc. But whichever of the 6 he's talking about that has the key of the lore, they also are a big spoiler for the next game. Kieran, maybe one of the 2 Unova gym leaders, we don't know, but he makes it sound like it's not like this cast overall hints the next games, which would just sound like Unova, but one character in particular holds the key. Okay, so while I was playing with the special coaches in the league room and going back to Paldea to finish some classes, I noticed some interesting dialogue that Hassel made. During Hassel's friendship quest in Paldea, this is the 4th Elite Four if you don't remember, when you talk with him, you're interrupted by a dragon tamer NPC who begs him to return home, claiming that his father is in poor health and that he needs to claim his place as the head of their family. But Hassel ultimately decides to remain a teacher at the academy, leaving the dragon tamer frustrated and swearing that she wouldn't leave him alone until he returns. So Hassel is from a different region. What dragon tamer regions do we know? We have Johto with the dragon's den that Claire and Lance is from. And we also have, I suppose, relating to like the lore keepers of Hoenn, but that's a bit more off limits. This scene struck me for a few reasons. The NPC had a really unique design and must have had a mission for some importance to be so passionate. All right, I'm gonna have to look this up. Okay, I'm trying to look online. No one has images of this. I might have to open my game and do this myself. Let's try this. So Hassel does what? Ah, he's art, Mr. Hassel. All right, let's do his class. Yeah, Penny after the Indigo disc, just in class here. Hello class, it is I, Hassel, yet again. This is Professor Gibble, the assistant lecturer. Terastalize? What? In the class? Hey, Troublgus is watching, y'all. How's Penny actually in school right now? I thought she never shows up to anything. All right, this is taking a lot of time, but I'm gonna do this next video. But I do have some thoughts, right? So check it out. Here are my thoughts, right? So he's a dragon tamer, clearly, right? I'll go through the quest next video. But check it out. So he knows Drayton's grandpa. So if they're friends, maybe you can say all dragon tamers are connected, or you could say maybe the region Hassel belongs to is Unova in some way. So maybe Hassel is actually more important to the Unova games than we think. And so maybe in this logic, the one who grasps the key is Drayton. All right, the NPC had a really unique design. I can't find her. Okay, my dudes, this is post T-Tar. I found what she looks like, and this is actually interesting. We'll talk about this more next video, but she does have a unique design, and as far as what I can see, they only show the back of her. They're definitely teasing something with her. I mean, that's so ominous. But here you go, okay? I had to go and find it for you. This is what the Dragon Tamer looked like. We're gonna explore this next video. So, the NPC had a really unique design and must have had a mission of some importance to be so passionate. It made me wonder where Hassel might be from and what the big deal could be with this family. Then, when you call Hassel into the league room at the academy, he has special dialogue with Drayton, revealing that he knows his grandfather Drayton and encouraging him to spend his days in a way he won't regret. Yeah, and Hassel has a, I guess you could say, like, uncle-like relationship with Drayton where he's like, bro, I heard you gotta redo years. This also confirms what we all knew, that Drayton is the grandson of Drayton, but it also ties Hassel to their family in some way. Hassel and Drayton's families could even be connected to the twin heroes of Truths and Ideals in some way. Yo, you know, that's kind of crazy. Do we even know who the descendants of those twin heroes are? Like, at least with AZ, we know someone in AZ's bloodline is Lysander. It's his brother's descendant. But we know nothing about the twin heroes. Then, just a few hours ago, Coop posted this photo of Drayton and Hassel having a conversation about Drayton. Okay, so the ultimate conclusion is, of the characters shown here, Drayton is the one who holds the key. Okay, so here's the Coop post. It shows the kind of relationship they had. This image would actually hit pretty hard if it's not just Dragon Tamers knowing each other, but Hassel actually being from Unova. This is interesting. Which means, right, if we go to modern Unova games and we see some returning characters like Iris, even Iris would know Hassel and all. You know, speaking of modern Unova, the same way we had Alder jumping off the cliff, how interesting would it be if Iris played the role of like the Wanderer? You know, but she wasn't champion. She's just wandering around talking to you. My dudes, make sure y'all shank that like button. Again, it is 2024. We are 8 weeks away from Pokemon Day. I hope y'all's 2024 turns out the way y'all want. Happy New Year again, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.